Hey world! Welcome back to Dragon Fairy History. And today we will be talking about Vikings in Ireland.
Mm.
Way, way long ago in the Viking Age. Because, you know, St. Patrick's Day. So we're on theme, and our backgrounds are on theme. So beautiful. What? Would you like to start with a fun fact, Mary?
I'm in the spirit, I would just love to have you actually start with a fun.
You're because you're in the spirit.
I'm in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. Yeah,
Okay. Well, that would make me think you'd want to have a little fun fact. But I guess I'll start. Um, I am learning French. I don't think anyone knows that yet. I'm learning French. I don't think I've mentioned that.
that's cool.
Je parle français. No, it's français. Gotta roll the R's, which I cannot do.
I can't do that either.
Also, français.
Well, it's more like that kind of sound in French instead of like a rolling like in Spanish. It's like a
I
little.
also can't do Spanish R.
Oh yeah, I cannot at all.
The only R's I can do are Japanese R's, which is hard to learn, but I
Really?
have acquired the skill.
Why don't you share with the class?
Okay, well, it's you got to put your tongue on like closer to like the roof of your mouth. It's like a combination of like an L and a D and an R. Like sometimes they kind of all sound the same, but it's like it's a do do that do da
Je,
D, yeah, do.
je.
I can't really hear you. It's hard to. I would be able to hear it better in person.
That's weird.
Um, but yeah, because they don't say else, and so when they say like English words with L's, they kind of write it out and pronounce it with the R's instead.
Oh, okay.
Because the R is as close as you get to an L.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like when they say L, they go edu. Well, what's your fun fact now? Now that I've gave a whole lesson.
Yeah, my fun fact is that I completed two midterms this week.
Yay!
That
Good
is
job, Mary. Good job. I'm sure you did so well.
we'll see.
No, I believe in you. I believe in you, Mary. I believe. Have the confidence. You did your best, and that's what matters.
I tried.
Well, you don't even have to put in that much effort because you're just that smart anyways.
Find out when I get my grades back.
Yeah. Anyways, on to the topic, Viking invasions in Ireland. Um, it's it all starts in the year 1795. Vikings, mostly Norwegian, but can also be like anyone from Scandinavia, first invaded Ireland at a monastery. And in these first raids, they targeted monasteries a lot. Continued to do hit and run raids at unprotected coastal monasteries until the 1830s when they went inland to plunder religious settlements. Um, Notice how they specifically target like religious areas. I think is because like those are like the weakest and most unprotected because it's just a bunch of monks, who don't fight.
Yeah, they're not gonna
So
fight back.
yeah. If anything, they're be like, I'm gonna pray my way out of this. So yeah, in these raids, the Vikings slaughtered a bunch of monks and even defiled the monastery of St. Patrick, desecrating the buildings to honor St. Patrick. Yeah, very despicable things. Um, and then in the not 18, oh my God, 840s, the Vikings established permanent ship bases at the coastline so they could plunder all year. So it just got even worse. But these bases became very like huge cities that we know of today. They established Dublin, Wexford, Waterford, Cork, and Limerick. These places became trading centers for Irish treasure and slaves, unfortunately. And I guess fun fact about Dublin, it was originally a slave market. So capital of Ireland right there. Um, but yeah, that's the intro before it gets interesting, which it's already interesting,
Yeah.
obviously. But did you want to ask any questions or make comments or maybe even a fun fact?
I have some fun facts I can start out with.
Okay.
I'd also had that the Vikings often attacked monasteries, and it also wasn't just because they wouldn't fight back, but it's also because they were very wealthy. They had a lot of like gold and manuscripts and other valuable stuff that they could take pretty
Mm,
easily.
yeah, that's so true.
That makes them even better targets. They don't fight you and they're rich. And
Damn.
they were just
That
asking for it.
what was that?
They were just asking for it.
Uh, yeah,
No,
I
I'm
was like,
kidding.
you got all this treasure. I guess when you're used to being safe, it's like, no one's gonna invade.
Yeah, they just didn't think it would happen. It wasn't in their religion, and it did.
Yeah, invasions was not part of the Bible. No one mentioned invasions in the Bible. Jesus never spoke of invasions.
Exactly, so they're just not real.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, yeah, I have one more, actually.
okay.
So the term Viking actually came from the Old Norse word Vikingur, which means pirate or raider,
That makes a lot of sense because Vikings are just Scandinavian pirates,
basically.
basically.
Yeah.
Yes, which is why I love him. But not these ones specifically. They're just killing helpless monks.
Basically.
That's very mean.
Yeah.
Not good, not good. And they're also uh trading slaves in Dublin, so
Mm,
also not great. Continuing on, the Vikings took advantage of the internal conflict in England and France for conquest before they invaded Ireland. And so they had the same like strategy. for Ireland because honestly, they didn't just want to hit and run, steal some treasure, kill some monks, and then, go off. Like they wanted to infiltrate and take over. But the country was made up of 150 local kingdoms with a complex hierarchy. Some Irish kings even welcomed the invaders to weaken their own rivals. So, obviously there was internal conflict, but while it was easy for Vikings to raid the island, they had a harder time conquering Ireland compared to England, France, Russia, and even Scotland because of the decentralized government. You have all of these kingdoms, basically, and you just have a lot to get through, right? Um, like all the decentralized government and the internal conflict of all these Irish kings fighting each other made Ireland appear vulnerable to invaders, but in fact had the opposite effect in protecting it. With so many kings to defeat and bargain with, it was way harder to eliminate all of them. Because even if you eliminate a few, you still have so many successors, so many other people coming in, while in like England, for example, you got just like one royal family, kind of, and then you can just wipe them out, and it's pretty easy to handle the rest. But not in Ireland. It was like so many kingdoms, and yeah, that's too many people to bargain with, too many people to kill, way too difficult. So, do you have any questions about that?
No,
Any
but I did some more fun facts.
Okay.
So like the Vikings in Ireland, they not only wanted to like take over Ireland, but they also wanted to become traders. So they could like
Mm-hmm.
trade goods, trade silver, slaves, obviously, and textiles.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dublin ended up becoming the most important slave trading centers in Europe. It's not great.
All right. Well, to finish us off, eventually in 968, the year, um, about what is that, like almost 200 years later of all of this, all the slave trading and the invasions taking over, um, a king, Brian Boru, came and he sacked the Viking town Limerick and took over Cork, Wexford, and Waterford. This technically ended the Viking invasions. However, Vikings were already integrated into society at this point, and most of them had already converted to Christianity. So, it's kind of like too late now. But not only have they integrated, they also deeply helped Ireland, ironically, because like we said before, they opened trading ports, and honestly, that was their main goal. And they opened it up to Britain and mainland Europe, which influenced Ireland's politics and economy. They started to have different kinds of relations with Europe and Britain, and it really benefited Ireland. So with all of that to think about, um, Vikings were allowed to stay in Ireland after agreeing after the Vikings, the invaders, agreed to pay tribute, so they can stay just as long as they pay their taxes.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, because they did help Ireland like politically and their economically. And they were already Christian, so it's like, all right. I mean, if you're Christian, then
Then it's
as long as
okay.
you believe in God, you know, we can make this work. And the Viking Age in Ireland officially came to a close in the 1170s. That's such a weird number to say when you're so used to saying like 18, 19. To
Oh
say
yeah,
1170s sounds weird, doesn't it?
11 yeah.
But in 1170s, uh the last Norse king fled Dublin when the Normans invaded, which are like Vikings that settled in France. So they were like French Vikings. Different kind of Viking. Um, but yeah, the last like Norwegian person fled there. And the rest were just kind of already like mixed in, through marriage, through blood, everyone kind of just eventually just became Irish.
Of course.
So yeah. And that's the story of the Viking Age in Ireland. That's how it all played out. Um, what do you think, Mary?
Very interesting. It was a long journey for the
Yes.
Vikings.
Long journey.
They did a lot to get to where they were.
Hmm. Did you have any more fun facts you'd like to end us with?
Oh yeah, I have three more fun facts. So,
Nice.
um, I read that modern genetic studies show that a lot of people actually have, like, especially like Irish people in coastal regions, have Norse ancestry from Viking settlers, like even today, which
Mm.
makes sense. The Ireland did not have any official currency until the 10th century, which is where the Vikings actually created the Irish currency, and it is called the Hebrew Norse. And it's created specifically by the Viking leader and Norse king of Dublin, Sitrick Silkbeard. Well, this coin that the Vikings created is similar in shape and style to the English penny,
Oh,
but these coins
interesting.
were made of silver and were signed with Silkbeard's name on them.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
and then
Fun
this
fact.
one, yeah, this one, these two are cool. This last one is also really interesting. Is that the Vikings actually brought rabbits to Ireland. And it's because they're a good food source due to their high reproduction rates. So it was reportedly that the Vikings who introduced rabbits to Ireland by bringing them abroad their longboats during lengthy journeys.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why we have rabbits in Ireland.
Wow. That's crazy. The Vikings brought rabbits to Ireland. Now, every time you see a rabbit in Ireland, you know where it's
You
from.
who did that?
Yeah, yeah, because now you know they're not even native.
They're
They're
not.
not native to Ireland.
Yeah,
Those poor rabbits.
they weren't made for Ireland.
Nah, no, that they were just eating.
Oh yeah,
Like they're so cute and sweet. But honestly, I can say that as a vegetarian.
That's true. I mean, I don't think most people would eat a rabbit these days.
I know some people. I
Actually,
know
I'm sure
some
you do.
I know some people from the South
How would you
who
say?
have eaten rabbit.
Oh, okay. They have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm glad we have covered this topic. This was a fun little I don't know, a niche part of Irish history. Like we don't talk about Ireland enough.
Yeah, honestly.
Like no one actually knows anything about Ireland.
That's so true. I know hardly
Like
anything.
like here we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, but it's like you don't know anything about Ireland. All
Yeah.
you know is that there's redheads and there's beer.
And there's clovers.
Yes. And you're supposed to kiss the Irish. I don't know. With all those shirts that say "Kiss me, I'm right, I'm Irish."
Oh, I've actually never seen that.
You've never
No.
seen a shirt that says "Kiss me, I'm Irish"?
Never heard of that before.
Where
Thank
have
goodness.
you been? Where have I been? How did you miss out on this? That's
Where did
crazy.
you see them? What?
Just during every St. Patrick's Day, someone's wearing it. It's literally a slogan. Like it's a known statement. You need to be Googling this. Yeah, just,
So thanks for watching, and we hope that you can subscribe.
and don't forget to comment below anything else you want us to talk about.